Confident is one word for it.
So, are you delighted with your maiden victory or what?
Yeah, I used 2
Not
skills
bad
and
at
we
all.
won. It was really impressive.
Congratulations, little Haseo.
Man, you're persistent. I might have to start respecting you just for that.
But remember, your rank is still dead last. You're nowhere close. So, hurry up and climb all the way up the rankings. And then you can come against me. This time, I'll be sure to love you to death.
Would you stop saying that? It's really creepy. Yeah, Adelaide is actually a PvP shark. She pretends to not know how to fight at all and be really bad, but actually she's the best player. Let's check that mail real quick. I think pretty much our objective right now is just keep doing arena battles until we get enough points to be 16th or better. Ah, important updates in the rumors section, huh? Yeah, I replied to him, dude, unless it's a different one.
Better check it out.
There's no way to subscribe to me yet, so subscribing on Twitch is basically like the $5 a month thing. You have to be at least an affiliate in order to subscribe, and I am not because I pretty much like just started streaming again. So really the only thing you can do for right now is to follow. And that'll essentially, I think that's probably what you're looking for anyway. That's essentially like to get notified like by email of new streams and stuff. So if you click on like the follow button, and then I think there's like a little bell or something you might need to click to make sure you get notifications. I don't really remember. Alright, so rumors forum. Anonymous. Come on, Triad. You don't need the hyphen between come and on. Those are just 2 words. Wait, the leader of Project GU, is this Yada? I would like to spill my proverbial guts to you. That's kind of gross. I mean, I'll let you know, but it won't be for a few weeks. You have to do like 7 streams and like 500 minutes of streams or something, I think, which I will be able to do in a couple of weeks. And then after that, they say they will email you like a couple of weeks later for your invitation. So, I mean, I'll let you know, but it won't be super soon or anything.
The Project GU leader? What? Has Yada completely lost his mind?
Well, okay, I guess that's something to distract us from leveling up in the arena. And we got an area word from that, so we'll check that out. Nah, I mean, there isn't. The affiliate program is, like, pretty well set, so it's the same for everyone. There's not really anything you can do to make it happen any faster or anything. And I'm fine with that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. That gives me time to, like, set up alerts and stuff anyway.
I guess I better go to the Hulgron's Cathedral, at Delta Hidden.
All right, Hidden Forbidden Holy Grail. That's that cathedral where we fought Tri-Edge the first time. Back here we go. I always liked Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. It was essentially this cathedral in the first series of games also. So that's kind of a nice little consistency. Pretty decent music too, I guess.
Very nice. I see that you have fallen straight into my trap, Tri-Edge. I have finally found you. Come and become bound as you deserve.
Who are you?
Ha! You pathetic human beings are not worthy enough to know what my name is. Slow Doberman! Heroes, the third! At your service! Ta-da!
You just told me.
Anime.
Also, I better tell you that you've got the wrong guy. I am not Tri-Edge.
Please accept my apologies. I had truly thought that you, sir, were Tri-Edge.
So tell me, why are you looking for him?
Well, listen to this. I have a completely hypothetical story for you. Imagine, if you will, a graphic designer at a certain game company. And that man possessed the greatest confidence in his graphical creations. He logged into his company's game to experience his creations in their native environment. But one day he saw something he couldn't believe right before his very eyes. His super amazing, ultra incredibly cool graphics that he slaved over for many waking hours had been all etched up with these hideous triangular monstrosities. What blasphemy! What lunacy! Now, having transformed into a demon fueled by the fires of revenge...
You have to imagine that whoever the voice actor for Pyros is, he had a great time doing all this.
A foolproof plan for the culprit!
Is that story really hypothetical?
Of course it is! I said that it was, didn't I?
Anyway, you're no match for Tri-Edge. Stop chasing him, for your own sake.
Don't try to dissuade me! I'm never going to stop until I can find a way to trap him! So I guess you're looking for Tri-Edge too?
Yeah. Hey, could you please tell me if you find any more areas with Tri-Edge signs in them?
I like that Haseo, like, has no patience for, like, anybody else, but this guy being so super dramatic and over the top, he's completely fine just having a normal conversation with.
Justice deep inside your eyes. Very well, he of fair eyes. It would appear that you and I are partners in our quest to find Tri-Edge.
Huh?
I accept you as a fellow hunter
Yeah,
of
yep,
Tri-Edge,
Pyros the Third is the
and fight by
all-powerful
your side
Arena
until
King.
my life gives out.
What? Well, whatever. So, what's this about you being Project GU's leader?
So, you also wish to enter my guild, huh? It is not easy to join me, since the condition is you must be able to draw.
It counts me
After
out
all,
immediately.
GU stands for Graphics Unbelievable.
So, do you know anyone named Yada?
No, who's that?
Forget it. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, well.
I'm off to formulate another plan. May the stars shine down upon you until you arrive at the end of your journey. I'm off.
I love that. He has to go back into, like, the...
10 years off of my life.
He has to go back into the
So,
default standing animation
to
in
town.
order to log out, even though he does that, like, jump. Pyros the Third. You can also be a member of our party in arena battles for some reason. I thought you had to go with, like, your pre-made party, but I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as Haseo is the leader, he's probably getting all the points. So that was Pyros the Third. He's my best friend. Not really going to be using him too much. I don't know. I kind of tend to stick to the main crew. Pyros is a bit of an afterthought, like, most of the time, so... Oh, Gaspard's looking down. It'll be okay, buddy.
Gaspard!
Huh? Oh, it's you, Haseo? What's up?
Yeah,
What's up with
I'm
you?
gonna take them all back to my
You don't
castle.
look so good.
I'm fine. I'm pretty much the same as always.
All right then.
Well, all right. See ya.
I've got to fight at the arena to raise my rank.
New mail. That's more important. So, unfortunately, that lead on Triad was kind of a bust, but it was also kind of the best. So, you know, it all works. Supposed to go to an area we can get a lot of EXP. Yeah, this probably isn't even necessary. I can probably just continue at the same level, but we'll have to see. Might as well at least milk him for whatever information we can, right? Oh yeah, remember this email that we sent forever ago? She's emailed me a few times since then, but is just now getting back to my question. Sounds that other people can't seem to hear. It's interesting. That's probably the correct one, since it's at least halfway nice. As opposed to, like, calling her an idiot. I don't know. I guess we'll do that one. I don't remember what the actual chain is. I could look it up, but that minuscule affection increase is not really that important. So now we have Pyros III's member card here. Once a paid vacation, during vacation, upgrade Pyros III. Nice. Alright, back in we go. So now, pretty much, we are unobstructed to just fighting in the arena a bit. We're gonna have to do some kind of, like, random battles until we get some points. And eventually the story will, like, continue once we reach a certain point. So I'm gonna just take a look at this area. Level 16, so that seems to indicate that we should actually level up a bit. I guess we can run through one real quick. We'll essentially just stop, like, as we stop getting decent experience from it. Because 16 is not, like, that much higher. But that's at least a good way to tell, like, what the game pretty much expects you to be at. So this is also a pretty small field, which is good. This should be a quick one. A nice nighttime field also. And he just starts the battle by saying, slow! I guess we were too slow to hear the first word of that. Oh nice, I hit all three of them with that. That was pretty great. Hit all three of them again. That's some efficient Rengeki. Well, that guy just keeps hitting me. Oh, I think I heard a Rengeki. Oh, there it is. Ogre Sword. I love that they shout out every attack that they do. I can't wait until I get a new Twin Blade art, though. Probably no Rengeki on this guy. Oh, we might have if I had been super quick about it. So there's over half of a level. Tell you that increased experience sure is nice. Nope, didn't get a sneak attack. If I cared about S ranks, I would have to like smoke screen and then go back into it with a sneak attack. So this is probably a lot of stuff that I would like likely edit out if I was making a video. No, I mean this is a PlayStation. I'm playing it on the PlayStation 4, so controller is the only option. We could Rengeki him immediately. Yeah, like a volcano and harpoon.
Let's keep it up.
Weapon level up. Nice. Oh, there's Sparrow Counter. I didn't realize it was immediately the second skill that you got. That's pretty good. So now that we finally have another skill, we can put it on our skill bar here. And it will almost certainly do more damage, so we'll be using that instead. Oh, his voice for that, I swear, is a little bit different than it used to be. It's also faster than Gale Blade, which is nice.
That was nothing.
So, yep, more fighting. One of the kind of low points of the game, if you ask me. I kind of hoped that they had sort of just eliminated all these areas entirely, but I guess that would have been a whole lot of experience boost. Everybody makes great sounds. If I had Gaspard in my party and he was doing like normal attacks, he would also be making great sounds. But yeah, I do like enemies. Like, the sound design in this game is generally pretty good. If you take away all the over-the-top anime voices. And there, it looks like we can actually go over 99 chims now. I think somebody said that a while ago, so that's good. Didn't block in time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know, imagine what kind of sound this thing would make. It's like some kind of, well, it's called a buster kettle. It's like some kind of teapot with legs. Legs and arms. Some good damage from that Sparrow counter, though.
Let's keep it up.
Alright, so I don't actually even need to go to the east there. I can pretty much just go straight down. There are some... I have sort of like a mixed relationship with the Tales series. Like, Tales of Xillia is one of my favorite, like, RPGs of all time. That and Tales of Xillia, too. I liked them both. But then I've played some other Tales games that, like, I just couldn't get... I really couldn't get that into Tales of Symphonia. I know that's, like, everyone's favorite, but... I also used to play a lot of Tales of Legendia on the PS2. That's also another one that I think not a lot of people really played. But I've never really played like any of the super old ones. Like the Super Nintendo ones or whatever. Mostly just like since they introduced voice acting. Oh, I literally just said I don't need to go to the east, and then I immediately went to the east. That's what happens when I start talking to people and get distracted. Vesperia is one that I want to play. I have a friend that, because I don't own like an Xbox 360, I've not owned ever an Xbox console. The only time I've ever played it is I had a roommate in college that had one. So I've never, like, there was a translation for it, or not a translation, but there was a port to the PS3, but there was like not a translation. It only came out in Japan. So there was no English version of that. Somebody did like a fan translation, but the firmware on my PS3 is already too far along to take advantage of that.
This'll be quick.
So I have a friend that I told to send me, he apparently has an extra Xbox 360, and I asked him like months ago to send it to me, but it had some kind of like problem and he was gonna have to fix something, and it just never happened. Yeah, the best kind of stream is where you just don't acknowledge that it's actually a live stream at all and essentially just like record a YouTube video for your hypothetical audience. There's a really sharp cutoff in experiences in there. Like once you get more than a couple levels ahead of things, you just start getting no experience. So I guess that's sort of a good way to tell when you're done with a place.
I'm sorry.
Berseria was alright. I played through all of Berseria and enjoyed it for the most part, but it had a few moments that I thought were kind of not really that, like, what I was looking for. Mostly I feel like I couldn't really tell what type of tone it was trying to go for. It sort of presented itself as like one of the more serious entries, like with a darker story or whatever, where you kind of play like more of the bad guy, you know, so to speak. You're an anti-hero. But they go from that like serious theme to like random skits about pickles, and like I feel like there was just no consistency in tone. Yeah, I can kind of see that. There does reach a point in Berseria where it's just kind of like, I've seen what I need to see from this game, but I finished it out because I was halfway interested in the story and the characters, so, you know, that was enough to at least carry me through to the end, but by the end I was pretty much, like, ready to be done. I just feel like it couldn't really manage its tone in a way that I was looking for. And it's not like it's the only game that's tried to put, like, you know, darker, more serious stuff in a more lighthearted frame. I think of something like Yakuza. Like, we pretty much all know Yakuza games as being like this silly, you know, there's a bunch of mini games and the crazy characters and funny stuff happens, but like the main story of the Yakuza games is actually like really serious and really well done and well written in a dramatic way. And I feel like it manages to balance that tone between having the funny side stuff and like the serious main stuff in a way that Berseria just like couldn't pull off, even though they're different, you know, genres and different themes overall. I just feel like there is a way that it could have managed the serious, dark, you know, content or whatever. Nice. That's a good ass right there. All right, well, that was our leveling. It definitely went much faster than it would have in the past. So we're now free to head over to Lumina Cloth and do some more PvP. Yeah, because I'm trying to reference dreams. Yeah, that's probably true. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Master. I thought that was like saying that I am the master. No data. Yeah, each chapter is also given like a title, which I never really looked that much at, but you can see it there in that save menu. There's my party just hanging out. Let's walk together to the counter. Oh, okay. Well, see ya. That was rude. I was gonna walk with him. Yeah, I'm also just really glad that they are being more consistent with putting Yakuza on, like, anything on the West. You know, it used to be like, I think it was Yakuza 5. We waited, what, like years? We're still waiting a pretty long time. Like, I think Yakuza 6 is already out in Japan, and it's not out until like March of next year over here, but like at least we're getting it right. So we can look at our rankings. That one fight we did gave us a whopping 35 points, which is not a lot. So essentially, I think what we want to do here is survival battle, compete for consecutive wins, and you get like bonus winning points with every time you do so. I think that's better than just like a limit battle where you can choose. These are also some great team names. Here's With Daddy, whatever that means. Gramps and Kid. So, survival battle, you pretty much don't get to pick like who you fight, but it doesn't really matter if you're high leveled enough. So we'll just do this and we win a few times, and I think that's pretty much the fastest way to get your ranking points up, which we're looking to do. So there's our next opponent. Yeah, I do remember being able to see like tips, like go after the Harvest Cleric or whatever. But again, we're so high level that we should be able to just blitz the leader and win within like a couple seconds.
Now is the time for the festivities.
Oh yeah, I guess that's not a thing I've really followed that much, but
You calling us low-ranking cubs? Hey! More like a sleeping lion hungry for its
yeah, it's
first
tourney
kill.
grind time pretty much.
Let your
Hopefully it won't take too long. I
instincts
really hope this is one of the things that they sped up, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, you can't skip this introduction, thank goodness. I like the announcer and all, but I need to just get to this. And that's another thing, enemies will block a lot here in PvP, so if that happens you can do your charge attack. Oh, I did Gale Blade again accidentally, but oh well, he's dead, we win. My 1 experience point, thanks. So we get 14 for that. We also get a little bit of recovery, and then as we keep going, our streak will increase and we get more. Ooh, these guys are actually pretty decently leveled. So slightly strong. Let's go ahead and do it. We should be fine. Their leader is the Harvest Cleric for whatever reason, so I guess that works. You can pretty much Ringeki normally pretty safely as far as I remember. She actually got that spell off. And we win. So them being slightly stronger didn't even matter at all. Not a great way to grind experience, though. I don't ever remember actually having to grind weapon levels. Like, is that even a thing? I think, doesn't all weapon levels do is, like, give you more arts? It's like, I don't really see why that really matters too much. He used a skill, that means he immediately dies. I know a few people, I don't really like know them personally, but I know of a few people that play PSO2. Like there's some kind of translation patch or something you can get. Or maybe just like a guide that tells you what the buttons do. But I'm pretty sure there are people that do it. Oh, this 2 Shadow Warlock comp, that's a good comp. And there goes the leader. Just blitzing the leader is always the answer. Yeah, I mean, it's because, like, I'm sure that helps, but if it's not a thing that's required and, like, it takes a lot of time, I'm probably not going to bother, especially since we're in, like, a live environment here and it's not something I can just edit out. I mean, I guess I could do it off screen if we happen to be at a good spot for that, but... Alright, so all that said and done, see, we get 162, and we needed 666 to be PSO as Phantasy Star Online. So that immediately puts us up to 319. We just have to do this a couple times, and we'll get some skills as well. Mantis Nail, I'm wanting to say, is like critical hit up, which I may want to put on my weapon. Yeah, critical hit rate by 10%. It's better than fire attack, so we'll leave that on. Can I equip this? It was level 18, right? So I think actually I can, yeah, equip this. So now I have a better weapon. I need to take this back off. And I got a couple counter with poison, counter with curse. I should give them some stuff for their armor. I don't think they have any, so let me just gift them some things real quick. I've got 6 of these turtle shells. I should probably just like sell those or something. So you can have curse counter. And you can have the poison counter. I mean, enough people play it. I imagine if they brought it over, it would probably have a pretty decent market over here, but, you know, for whatever reason, a lot of Japanese companies are super hesitant about bringing things to the West. Haunt Robe. That's a good name. Alright, well, let's keep fighting. Just pick whatever they throw at us. Yeah, that might be a thing I look into eventually. I don't know if these random people really have too many of those effects.
Now is the time for the festivities to begin!
Come on, start talking again.
You call on a slow ranking Cubs? Hey!
Nice. How do you do that with your voice, announcer man? Peanuts? That's a great player name. Oh, I got that person also. It's nice being like over leveled for this without really even having to put any work into it. You would always kind of have to try to be over leveled before. I'll just completely nullify that Steam Gunner's art and kill their leader at the same time. Bubusuke? Is that something? Fresh Yatsuhashi. I do like looking at the player names. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I think it's kind of always easy, like even if you didn't really level that much. And like they also, I think one of the changes they made with this remake was to make you stronger. Like your stats are just worth more now. So like it's even way easier now. Gramps and Kid. It's weird that Gramps and Kid is like the best team. They're the level 21 team. I'll just Ringeki him. Well, I was gonna guard that, but I did not. I just see a Steam Gunner, yeah. Those guys can hurt. Steam Gunners can do a lot of damage. Like, their arts hit really hard. I mean, really the only reason that things would ever be difficult in, like, the original version of the game is because you were not leveled enough. Really, any problem you could just level up a bit and then make it completely trivial. It's like I said before, there's nothing actually stopping you from just going into area after area and grinding yourself up to level 50. It's... all levels take about the same amount of time to get, since it's always a flat 1,000 experience to get to the next one. Yeah, if you didn't, like, take the time to get extra levels, then there are definitely parts that you could struggle with. But again, there's like really no problem that can't be solved by just gaining more levels. Oh, I think that person fell asleep from hitting me. That sleep counter doing some work. Not really. I mean, my strategy for this is blitz the leader until they die. I mean, if you want, you could like go after the Harvest Cleric, like, go after the healer, or like go after the spellcasters or whatever. But, you know, that's not really necessary. And things like counterattacking people's arts, you could switch off the main target, but I tend to just kind of blitz through it, especially when I'm as strong as I am right now. Oh, to the game, I mean, not really. There's some things you can do to like give you an easier time, but it's basically all completable just by upgrading your equipment every now and then. And that's really all you need to, like, it's probably good to have a healer around. That's the role that Adderley fills, or you can teach other people healing skills.
You.